Yeah, greetings, my people. Good day to all of you there. Good day to all my listeners. I say a very good day to all my subscribers out there, my fans, my family, friends. I wish everybody a very nice day today. Hear the news in full. Please do not forget, I still remain your one and only Okute Daily Talk from Okute's Corner, bringing to you the news of 20th October in the year 2022. The headlines. IPOB, Buhari government appeals court ruling, freeing Nnamdi, Kanu. That is the situation we find ourselves into. A country that don't respect the rule of law, that is what you want to see. Well, let's move on. We still have enough in our stock. Fresh crisis threatens PDP as aggrieved new working committee members protest exclusion. You can find that in Daily Trust or in what they call it, in a Guardian newspapers. Police threaten to arrest anyone who stops at Lekki toll gate during NSTAR's procession. That is the country that said they respect the rule of law. So now the youth cannot exercise what they call their right of police brutality, and the mother of youth that went out there to protest to give them a good governance and a change of life. Funmi Afui Ekiti Assemble declared 7 days mourning over Speaker's death. You can find that on nigerianews.com or Daily Trust. Amnesty advocates release of 40 NSAD protests still in prison. Buhari, you need to come to the head of all these guys. Or let me say Tunumbu, because you orchestrated the killing and the shooting and the offering of the light at the Lekki toll gate on October 20th of 2020. Why I want P2B to become Nigeria's president? Kanayo spills. Police arrest Lagos teacher for burning 2-year-old daughter's buttocks with a hot plate. Wow, this is interesting. APC creates new directorates, a newly harmonized campaign council. Full list will emerge soon. PDP crisis. Bode George warns against attempt to sideline Efa, Atao and others in their presidential campaign list. I will blow your head off. Wike threatens his aggressors amid PDP crisis. Wike, take them easy. This world is not your own. Tanker explodes on Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. Always. Because of bad roads. And that's nothing again that will cause it. NSAS files Mr. Macaroni to state peaceful walk to honor victims of Lekki shooting. There is more hardship already. Federal government reverses 10% tariff increase on data and voice services. And I believe now, we paid in full with our blood. Lekki toll gate should remain free forever. Alex Ekubo, that is actor. Osibanjo, Babakar, others missing in fresh APC presidential campaign list. Let's go straight into the news of the day. The Buhari government is appealing for the case or for the ruling of the appeal court on our leader, Nnamdi, Kanu. President Muhammadu Buhari led government on Wednesday filed an appeal against the ruling of the Court of Appeal sitting in Abuja, which discharged the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, last week. The federal government dragged the IPOB leader before the Supreme Court despite the plea to release him. Let's see where all this garagara will end. Federal government in the case filed before the Supreme Court asked it to stay the execution of the Court of Appeal judgment on October 13, which discharged Kanu, so they cannot discharge and acquit him. Let's see what happens. The motion for a stay of execution was filed by the Office of the Minister of Justice and Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami. The federal government in the 7th ground notice of appeal faulted the ruling of the Court of Appeal and asked the Apex Court to set aside the ruling of the lower court. So, Appeal Court now is a lower court. According to the President Buhari-led government, the Court of Appeal held when it faulted the manner Kanu was brought back to fair trial before he jumped bail and fled the country. It contended further that the Court of Appeal erred when it struck out the pending charge against Kanu on the ground that the trial court no longer possessed the linguistic jurisdiction to continue the trial before the manner Kanu was returned to the country upon allegedly jumping bail. A date for the hearing of the motion for the stay of the execution is yet to be fixed. We will get the date and also relate to the general public as soon as possible. Fresh crisis threatens the PDP as aggrieved new working committee members protest exclusion. The crisis rocking the People's Democratic Party (PDP) seems to be on the increase, as some aggrieved members of the party who want the removal of the national chairman Iyorchia Ayu have cried out over their exclusion from the ongoing presidential campaigns, simply because you people say the truth of returning the bribe being given to you people. Don't worry, you are crying and the general public is hearing your voice. At least this one will open the nyash of the so-called national chairman of the PDP for him to know that whatever he do in the secret will be open in the daylight. Recall that some of the new working committee members, including the Deputy National Chairman South, Taufik Arapaja, the National Women Leader, Stella Efa Atel, National Vice Chairman, South, Dan Obi, National Vice Chairman, Southeast, Ali Odefa, Olasoji Adobanje, Olakunsi, National Vice Chairman, Southwest, and the Deputy National Secretary, Setunji Kashodo, had some few weeks ago returned millions of naira into the party's account. That is the reason for the exclusion. The new working committee members have said they returned the money to the party coffers due to a media report claiming that the money was a bribe to silence them on question burden on Ayu's financial accountability. So they are running the government of chop I chop now so that everybody will close their mouth based on the 1 billion naira he collected as a bribe. Well, let's move ahead. In memo released on Wednesday entitled Deliberate Attempt to Undermine My Office of the National Women Leader, and to sideline my humble person, an unacceptable hindrance, the National Women Leader of the party, Stella Efa Atal, has said there is a deliberate plot to undermine her office in the ongoing campaigns by the party, that is the PDP. She said at the flag-off ceremony, the PDP campaign in New York, Akwa Ibom said, on October 3rd, 2022, serious attempts were made to prevent me from addressing the PDP audience at the Uyo Stadium. It must be stated here that it is a customary tradition in our party for the National Women Leader and the National Youth Leader to address rallies in conjunction with party candidates, party chairman, etc. Unfortunately, in New York, every attempt was made to prevent me from addressing party faithful. I was told that there was a clear directive not to allow me to speak to the crowd. It got to the ridiculous extent of these agents calling on Senator Uche Ekwenife to speak to the audience on behalf of PDP women. What a word and what a shame. Senator Ekwenife was very embarrassed, but she was bothered to do it. Josephine Aneni, a former PDP national woman leader, drew the attention of some party leaders to this anomaly. It was then that I was reluctantly called to address the audience on behalf of the PDP women. This unfortunate development did not go unnoticed by the party faithful, who found the whole drama very embarrassing and childish. According to Stella Efa Atal, she was also prevented from speaking at the opposition's party rally in Kaduna State, despite the PDP national youth leader giving the chance to address the crowd. This is underground what will I call it? Underground politics, that what they are playing. All this, their partisan politics they are playing PDP. Well, let's see what happens. She said at the PDP Kaduna rally on Monday, October 17, 2022, the national youth leader was called upon to address the crowd on behalf of the PDP youths, which he did perfectly well. with the admiration of the populace. I was present at the event in Kaduna. I was even seated beside the national youth leader, but nobody called me to address the audience on behalf of the PDP women. Rather, the spectacle was a very ridiculous announcement calling on Dr. Barakasani, director of the PDP support groups in the campaign council, to address the crowd on behalf of the PDP women. The entire audience was surprised and confused. Don't worry, my dear. They will just use their hand to fail the election, although they have failed already. So there is no point beating about the bush or flogging a dead horse. The PDP is out of the race. Even with the comment of your presidential aspirant, presidential candidate, PDP have lost long ago since this their crisis started. People started asking questions there, and then many wondered why the national youth leader was called upon to perform his traditional and official role, why the national woman leader was deliberately prevented from doing hers, because she returned money. That is the problem. So don't pretend that like you don't know. There and then, some people try to explain that unfortunate scenario in different colorations, while a lot of people found the occurrence very offensive. I smiled over the unfortunate incident in total sympathy with the perpetrators of such childish displays. It may interest you to know that the happening has gone viral to the disgust of many Nigerians, especially the Kaduna occurrence has seriously painted our great party in a negative light. It have already started very long ago. You just noticed? Come on, my dear woman. Play your card and leave the rest. Very, very sad indeed. Well, on this note, it has become very obvious that there are some distracting elements within our great party who are determined to frustrate me in the performance of my statutory duties as the PDP national woman leader. This is very unacceptable. I say clearly here that I cannot and will never succumb to any unnecessary attempt to frustrate me in the performance of my official duties. My dear, quit if they don't want you to perform. As simple as that. The PDP woman leader said she will continue to perform her duties to the best of her ability and to the benefit of the PDP within the confines of her safety. Governor Wike's people. Also speaking, an aggrieved the new working member said he and 5 others who rejected the housing allowances have been branded Wike's people. That is the problem. You people are supposed to know the politics they are playing there. They don't want anybody to say the truth. Once they say the truth, they will sideline you. According to him, the embattled national chairman of the party has dumped them, adding that the new working committee is no longer functioning. Confiding on the Punch, he said, those of us who refunded money has been totally sidelined. They called us wicked people, and they don't want us to have anything to do with the campaigns. You go back to your home and the rest now. For now, the new working committee is not functioning. The campaigns have taken over every other thing. The presidential candidate does not know what to do, but it appears he wants Ayu to remain. As a result, Ayu is ready to fight Wike to the finish. Okay then, let's see where this garagara will get them. Look, a lot of things went wrong in the 2019 presidential campaign council. The financial secretary then, Abdullahi Basira, was the chairman of the finance committee in the present PCC. The same Basira was named again as the chairman of the finance committee, leaving out the current national financial secretary, Mr. Daniel Wayengukuru, who is from the South. What is going on? What is going on there is they are playing a regional government in PDP, and that is exactly what they want. They want to take the power out from Wike, who stood with this party, even when the party is about to die. He sponsored the party using his funds, using the allocations of Rivers State to make the party stand. But look at where it has gotten him now. Everything that Wike have labored for PDP is a waste of time and a waste of energy. Well, let's leave that story for another day. We have a fresh news here. We just gotten a breaking news that police are firing tear gas at the people who are doing NSAS procession at the Lekki toll gate. The fresh reports have emerged that the situation has changed at the NSAS procession to commemorate the second year memorial of the NSAS protest shooting at the Lekki toll gate. Okute News learned that what started as a peaceful peaceful protest has turned to chaos as police operatives were reported to have fired tear gas canisters at protesters at Lekki Toll Gate in Lagos. How do we get to this point? What is wrong with all these stupid police people? Does it mean that they don't have human sympathy again? I wish and I hope that whatever they are doing to all those people there, that someday their children will receive it times 100 folds. Any of the police people who shoot somebody there on that very day of 20th of October 2020, that people are protesting with the Nigerian flag raised on the air and they are singing national anthem, that policeman will never live to enjoy the fruit of his labor and his children will be useless. That is my prayer to them. They are there for procession just to remember those who have been killed unjustly, and what you people can do is to be firing tear gas on them. Shame on you, Nigerian police. You people are not worthy to live, and not even worthy to call a security operative, because a lot of illiteracy is the problem we are having in the police, in Nigerian police today. The protesters have gathered. Gathered at the plaza to place dummy coffins they made in remembrance of those whose lives were lost before the police fired tear gas canisters. Two of the organizers, the popular rapper Folare Falana, known as Faz, and the comedian Adebowale Adebayo, aka Mr. Macaroni, also lent their voices to the demonstrators. Also at the protest ground is AAC presidential candidate Omoyele Sowore. That is the news for now, my people. I will come back again with another blockbuster. This time around is going to be about the Biafra and A struggle, because I have a lot to discuss with my people and to let my people know what is going on the state of Nigeria and the Biafra at large. Until I come your way again, please remember to share my content, like and comment. Let me know what you think about my contents. Anyone that I'm not doing right, please direct me. I will take corrections. No one is above mistakes. We all make mistakes in one way or the other. I am just a learner. I cannot learn forever. But with your guidance, with your comments, and your thoughts on what I'm doing, I will be more better. That is what I expect from each and every one of us here. Until I come your way again, bye for now. Kemesiano. I think cause this current. Water.